While the Trump family is going through a lot of troubles, Sephon Colbert just aired television brilliance while simultaneously demolishing their reputation and marriage. We've seen TV hosts do the same thing, but this one is a bit deeper than just comedic satire. Let me explain.
Apparently, instead of waiting in line like everybody else, in 2001, while she was dating Donald Trump, she received a so-called Einstein visa. Possibly. Because when she told her friends she was dating Donald Trump, they said, "Way to go, Einstein." Now,
Comedian Sephon Colbert's pointed criticism of the Trumps' marital relationship has heightened the intrigue surrounding the couple, casting a spotlight on Melania Trump's solo trip to Africa, where her visit to the pyramids captured public attention amidst Donald Trump's ongoing legal entanglements with figures like Stormy Daniels. Colbert explores Trump family dramas, sparking thoughts on how power, influence, and personal ties intersect in high-stakes politics. By focusing on Melania's actions alongside Trump's legal troubles, Colbert paints a story that entertains and makes us think.
you know, ever since leaving the White House 2 years ago, we've heard very little from former First Lady Melania, but lately her name's been back in the news.
The lack of vocal expression from Melania Trump in light of recent events has triggered doubts about her support for husband Donald Trump amidst the ongoing crisis. Sephon Colbert's insightful commentary provides a humanizing angle through which the public can perceive the political tensions, making it more relatable and sparking widespread discussions on the direction of Trump's relationship and their enduring impact on the political landscape. It doesn't take a genius to realize that debates carry significant implications. They might sow seeds of uncertainty that could tarnish Trump's personal reputation and hinder his ability to effectively navigate looming legal battles and potential challenges in a future re-election campaign. The thing is, the family tensions within the Trump household spark speculation about a possible return to Slovenia. Observers watch Melania's actions closely, stirring curiosity and debate. Social media buzzes with discussions and theories on the Trump's relationship, impacting voter perceptions. This narrative is crucial for Trump's image, amplifying consequences amid controversy. Colbert's commentary aligns with the 2024 election, influencing Trump's political path amidst challenges. One of the prominent legal hurdles facing Trump originates from a lawsuit centered on the gag order enacted against him by Judge Merchan. This legal development brings to the forefront the complexity of Trump's entanglements within the legal system and underscores the sense of desperation apparent in his tactics. As the former president navigates through a labyrinth of legal challenges, coupled with personal turmoil that adds layers of intricacy to his campaign approach, Sephon Colbert's sharp analysis reveals Trump's hidden vulnerabilities. By shedding light on these weaknesses, Colbert not only highlights Trump's struggles, but also shapes perceptions of Trump's presidential ambitions. This examination prompts a reassessment of the feasibility of Trump's candidacy amid significant hurdles and uncertainties on his path back to the presidency. Furthermore, Colbert's narrative shifts the tension towards Melania, delving not just into the personal toll that political controversies take on affected families, but also emphasizing the human dimension, often overshadowed by the political spectacle. Focusing on Melania's emotional response to the scandal, Colbert brings empathy and understanding to the narrative, urging viewers to consider the human impact on politics. His analysis of Trump's legal challenges and campaign nuances offers a detailed look at the interaction of personal weaknesses, political goals, and the lasting repercussions on those involved in the public eye. But that is not all. Melania's recent exclusive interview has brought a humanizing perspective to the scandal, adding complexity to the storyline for Trump's followers, who may have tried to brush it off as purely political maneuvering. The magnitude of the 34 charges leveled against Trump, coupled with the looming specter of financial and personal consequences, highlights the seriousness of the legal complexities. Given the high-profile nature of the case, each development will undergo intense scrutiny and receive extensive coverage, guaranteeing that the scandal continues to occupy a prominent place in the public sphere. Amid intense scrutiny of Melania's choices and marital stance, the public remains fixated on the legal issues surrounding her husband. Melania faces the task of addressing widespread speculation about her relationship with Donald Trump, heightening the focus on their private affairs. And on top of that, Sephon Colbert uses his comedic talents to shine a light on the Trump family, offering a humorous yet insightful take on their public image and behavior. Colbert's sharp wit allows him to delve deep into the nuances of Donald Trump and his close associates, sparking meaningful conversations among his audience about the complexities surrounding this controversial dynasty. By dissecting the political and legal aspects of the Trump administration, Colbert invites viewers to think critically and reflect on the evolving state of American politics.
Reports say that Melania has been so reluctant to re-enter public life that the former president had to beg her to be seen in public with him. You know it's serious. Usually, he only begs for 11,000 more votes in Georgia. But on Easter Sunday, she did finally make an appearance with the ex-president.
Stephen Colbert's scrutiny of Trump's national unity efforts reveals a stark contrast between his promises to bridge divides and the divisive reality of his presidency, marked by conflict and political rifts. Colbert dissects pivotal events like the Charlottesville rally and Trump's contentious responses, along with scandals involving figures like Clarence Thomas, highlighting the polarization that defined Trump's term. Turning to Trump's environmental policies, Stephen Colbert exposes the discrepancy between Trump's stated commitment to environmental protection and his actions while in office. Colbert sheds light on Trump's rollbacks of crucial environmental regulations, withdrawals from international agreements like the Paris Agreement, and policies that seemingly prioritize economic interests over environmental conservation. With his characteristic wit and sharpness, Colbert adeptly uncovers the discrepancies in Trump's environmental position by contrasting his environmental pledges with policies favoring the fossil fuel sector over renewable energy development. Through his humor-infused analysis, Colbert illuminates the contradictory essence of Trump's environmental strategies, highlighting the frequent disparities between the administration's actions and its professed environmental commitments. By doing this, Colbert's critique serves as a poignant reminder of the need for aligning words with deeds in environmental governance. His insightful commentary underscores the complexities inherent in navigating the intersection of political interests, economic considerations, and environmental imperatives, ultimately prompting reflection on the importance of transparency and accountability in shaping sustainable environmental policies. But that's not all. By employing humor as a tool, Colbert aims to uncover the contradictions and controversies surrounding the Trump family, particularly focusing on Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump. Colbert's humor serves not merely for entertainment, but as a means to challenge conventional narratives and provoke critical thinking among his audience. Through his comedic approach, he encourages viewers to assess the motivations and impacts of individuals in position of power and influence, such as the Trump family. By humorously portraying them as bumbling inheritors, struggling to uphold his father's controversial legacy, Colbert sheds light on the complexities and absurdities of the Trump family's public engagements, business endeavors, and media appearances. His comedic scrutiny serves as a commentary on the dynamics of power and privilege, prompting audiences to look beyond the surface and question the influence and legacy of those in the spotlight. Colbert's comedic gaze on the Trump family not only entertains, but also serves as a call to action for critical assessment and reflection on the behaviors and actions of individuals in positions of authority. In a different context, Stephen Colbert adopted a critical stance towards Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, the sons of former President Donald Trump. Through his analysis, Colbert highlighted the errors and deficiencies of the Trump brothers, effectively undermining their credibility and influence in the public eye. By exposing their shortcomings, Colbert depicted them in a less favorable manner, diminishing the perceived authority associated with their familial ties to the ex-president. This critical approach by Colbert aimed to reshape the public perception of Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, accentuating their weaknesses rather than their presumed significance. Colbert's sharp and incisive commentary serves as a poignant critique of the Trump siblings' perceived ineptitude and shortcomings, drawing attention to their lack of competence and integrity, while contrasting it with President Biden's dignified demeanor towards American veterans. Through astute juxtaposition, Colbert illuminates the importance of leadership qualities such as competence, integrity, and respect in public figures. Specifically targeting Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner, Colbert humorously highlights the irony of their prominent roles in the Trump administration, pointing out their perceived nepotism and lack of relevant experience. By satirizing their privileged positions, Colbert sheds light on the dubious nature of their influence within the political landscape. In contrast, Colbert admirably portrays President Biden's consistent efforts to honor and support American veterans, emphasizing a stark divergence in leadership style between the current administration and its predecessor. By skillfully blending humor with astute analysis, Colbert engages his audience in a discourse on the qualities that define effective and ethical leadership in the public sphere. Colbert's role as a candid critique of political figures underscores the imperative of holding those in power accountable for their actions and decisions. His ability to navigate complex issues with wit and wisdom cements his position as a valuable voice in the realm of political commentary, offering viewers a unique perspective on current events and personalities. Think about it. Through his humor, Stephen Colbert skillfully dissects the paradox of Ivanka Trump's proclaimed advocacy for women and families, while aligning herself with policies that critics argue undermine the very groups she claims to support. By scrutinizing this apparent contradiction, Colbert sheds light on the complexities and inconsistencies within Ivanka's public persona, offering a humorous yet incisive commentary on her actions and their implications. Moreover, Colbert doesn't shy away from targeting Jared Kushner's high-profile and controversial initiatives, such as his involvement in Middle East democracy and criminal justice reform. By leveraging Kushner's contentious undertakings as a source of comedic material, Colbert deftly navigates the intricate landscape of Kushner's public image, providing a satirical yet insightful perspective on his roles and actions. In essence, Colbert's comedic portrayal of Ivanka, Kushner, and Melania Trump demonstrates his skill in unraveling the complexities of their public roles and relationships, engaging viewers with humor while encouraging reflection on the political and social norms they embody. Through humor, Colbert exposes the inconsistencies and contradictions within the Trump family, challenging viewers to assess their sincerity and impact. By humorously examining Ivanka, Kushner, and Melania, Colbert stimulates both amusement and contemplation regarding the roles these individuals play in the political sphere.
It's great to see you again, Madam First Lady. How have you been the last 2 years?
Oh, I have never been better, Stephen. You can see how happy I am from the smile on my face.
Okay, so you've been enjoying life outside the White House?
Absolutely. It is so good to get away from Washington.
Through his humor, Colbert manages to present Melania in a more relatable and humane light, touching on the challenges she faces in her public role with a mix of empathy and amusement. While Colbert's jokes may seem lighthearted on the surface, they actually hold a deeper purpose. By humorously highlighting the flaws and inconsistencies within the Trump family, Colbert aims to challenge and break down their facade of power and success. Colbert's thought-provoking critique challenges viewers to delve deeper into their understanding of the Trump family, emphasizing the importance of critical thinking. He urges his audience to move beyond the polished image projected by the Trumps and instead examine the underlying power dynamics at play. By shedding light on the discrepancies between perception and reality, Colbert prompts his viewers to reassess the narratives constructed by public figures, ultimately fostering a culture of accountability and discernment among his audience. You can see all of this because in his analysis, Colbert does not shy away from criticizing Trump's actions, especially when they contradict the ethical principles he claims to uphold. Despite Trump's grandeur announcement on his inaugural day promising to safeguard American consumers from global exploitation, Colbert highlights how the administration's policies fell short of this pledge. Through his incisive commentary, Colbert consistently underscores the discrepancies between Trump's words and deeds, inviting his audience to think critically about the gap between rhetoric and action. By highlighting the empty promises and ethical lapses, Colbert shed light on the challenges faced by a nation struggling to come together under divisive leadership. Moving beyond surface-level critiques, Colbert delved into the complex web of issues plaguing Trump's presidency, from scandals to policy decisions that threaten the fabric of democracy. With sharp wit and incisive commentary, Colbert tackled Trump's approach to immigration, the environment, and civil unrest, revealing the gaping chasm between Trump's words and his actions. Through his comedic lens, Colbert exposed the contradictions and failures of Trump's leadership, skewering the president's penchant for grandiosity and exaggeration. By drawing parallels to infamous events like the O.J. Simpson trial, Colbert highlighted the absurdity of Trump's claims and the disconnect between his boasts and the harsh realities facing the nation. In Colbert's hands, Trump's promises of national unity crumbled under the weight of scrutiny, revealing a presidency marked by deception, division, and an alarming disregard for ethical norms. As Colbert peeled back the layers of Trump's tenure, he revealed a troubling portrait of a leader whose actions fell far short of his words, leaving a nation in turmoil and uncertainty. In his critical analysis, Colbert uses humor to expose the ethical dilemmas and conflicts of interest within the Trump administration, particularly focusing on the intertwined private business ventures of the Trump family and their public roles. The recent revelation of Steamboat Wiley Costello as Michael Cohen's intermediary to Donald Trump added a new layer of intrigue to the ongoing legal process. Despite being presented to discredit Cohen, Costello's testimony ultimately backfired, demonstrating the complexities of the case and the importance of scrutinizing sources of information. Through his commentary on international business deals linked to Ivanka's brand and other controversial topics, Colbert sheds light on the broader issue of ethical leadership on a global scale. By addressing the prioritization of public gain over public service within the Trump family, Colbert prompts reflection and discussion on the responsibilities of those in power. Colbert's incisive critique delves deep into the realm of politics, particularly focusing on the Trump's family's business dealings and legal entanglements. With a keen eye for highlighting issues of accountability and transparency, Colbert's commentary resonates on a global scale, appealing to viewers who are concerned about corruption and conflicts of interest in politics. By dissecting the grandiose and sometimes exaggerated statements made by various Trump family members, Colbert not only entertains but also educates his audience on the importance of integrity in leadership. Through his comedic flair, Colbert navigates the complex landscape of political humor with finesse, using humor and insight to bring attention to the embellishments and self-promotion tendencies within the Trump family. His witty and at times outrageous commentary serves as a call to action for viewers to remain vigilant in the face of political narratives that often push the boundaries of credibility. In a time where legal proceedings and convictions surrounding Trump are under intense scrutiny, Colbert's ability to inject humor and wit into these serious topics provides a refreshing perspective. By seizing significant moments in American history and infusing them with humor, Colbert not only entertains but also prompts reflection on the humility that should accompany such events. Colbert's skillful use of dramatized interpretations and sardonic remarks showcases the Trump's family's penchant for self-aggrandizement, turning their narratives into fodder for comedic analysis. By drawing attention to these tendencies, Colbert sparks important conversations about the role of honesty and authenticity in political discourse, encouraging a critical examination of the narratives presented by public figures. Ultimately, Colbert's comedic commentary goes beyond mere entertainment. It serves as a catalyst for viewers to engage in discussions about the broader implications of leadership, governance, and ethical conduct in the political sphere. By infusing humor into his coverage, Colbert invites viewers to assess the sincerity and repercussions of the political statements made by prominent figures within the Trump dynasty. His astute analysis delves into the realm of political rhetoric, urging viewers to scrutinize and contemplate the messages disseminated by influential individuals. From Donald Trump Jr.'s ventures into political commentary to Eric Trump's occasionally awkward public appearances, Colbert discovers a plethora of material ripe for satirical exploration. Through his comedic repertoire, Colbert cleverly weaves in references to past interviews, subtly alluding to controversial topics such as a decade-old $130,000 payment that has resurfaced amid tumultuous events in New York City. Colbert's insightful observations extend to exposing the Trump family's missteps with a comedic touch, insinuating that their status and authority may be more attributed to their familial heritage and substantial wealth than inherent abilities or profound insights. This keen critique resonates with individuals wary of political dynasties and the significant sway that money holds in shaping public perceptions and decisions. Colbert's wit and incisive commentary not only entertain but also stir critical contemplation on the intricate interplay of power, privilege, and political influence within the Trump dynasty, fostering a deeper understanding of the complexities surrounding the dynamics of authority and wealth in contemporary politics. Colbert might be harsh at times, but no one can deny that Colbert's ability to bring humor and satire to the Trump dynasty's online presence is both entertaining and insightful. He cleverly takes aim at the exaggerated behavior, particularly on social media, and exposes a thirst for attention in a humorous way. In addition, Colbert addresses the fervent support of die-hard MAGA fans who gather outside the courtroom in support of Trump before his trial. Through his comedic commentary, Colbert has transformed the acronym MAGA into a symbol with deeper political implications. What once stood for Make America Great Again now carries a more complex narrative that Colbert skillfully unpacks with wit and humor. His live reactions to their antics make for priceless moments on television. Colbert's comedic style not only amuses his viewers, but also helps break down the carefully curated public image of the Trump family. But what do you think about this? Let us know in the comments. We really want to know your opinion. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.